Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Even the water is like a festering wound that no medicine can heal.
Should I send you back to the Tempest?
Is that an option? I think I understand now why the Asari are such a force in your galaxy.
Things are different in Andromeda. Forgot that for a while.
Cora, never be ashamed that you put your faith in others. In order to learn, we must open our hearts. What else is there?
Should be enough glyphs.
Interface accepted.
One down, 2 to go. Dr. Nakamoto's lab. He did say it was heavily armed.
Targets eliminated!
The company! The collective! Sniper, stay down! Grenade! Incoming! Strike now!
Well executed. Targets eliminated.
Don't hurt me. Please, don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Give me the Oblivion formula and you've got nothing to fear. Who are you?
Dr. Irina Ferenth. Ryota sent you, didn't he? With a sob story about Sloan misusing his medical breakthrough.
Something like that.
Oblivion wasn't his breakthrough, it was ours.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I'm not hiding behind a false shield of morality. We always meant Oblivion to be a highly addictive drug. That it has medicinal value was a coincidence.
I've seen Dr. Nakamoto's clinic. He's not the type to create something harmful.
That clinic is a front. The charlatan gives anonymous donations so he'll patch up collective thugs, no questions asked. You've had what, one conversation with him? I've known Ryota for years. Everything he does for credits.
But you're different.
I place survival above credits. Give Ryota the formula, and I'm as good as dead. Sloan will see to that.
I've seen Sloan's outfit. Not a lot of doctors. You're too valuable to kill.
She'll see it as cooperating with the enemy. Loyalty's more important to Sloan than brains.
You're lying about Dr. Nakamoto to keep the formula.
You willing to bet my life on that?
Yep.
Fuck you.
Good news, Doctor. Got your formula.
You have no idea what this means to me.
It was nothing.
I couldn't sleep knowing I was responsible. But it's safe now. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, Reyes still needs your help investigating the murders in Kadara Port. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
The exiles have quite a setup over there. Won't be happy to see us.
Enemy is down!
It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions.
Is that a wind farm?
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Assholes took everything but the rotor hub.
Trouble with scavengers?
Always. Who are you?
Someone who can help.
Seriously doubt that. Your initiative, right? Too clean to be an exile.
I'm a Pathfinder.
A Pathfinder? On Kadara? Holy shit.
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards come at night, pick the turbines clean of parts. Expensive and annoying.
Sloan doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collective. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these scavengers?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable parts. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same nav point.
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad about offing them. Yeah?
What do you think about Kadara?
Smells like week old eggs and curdled milk.
So you regret leaving the Nexus?
Pathfinder, I regret leaving the Milky Way. But if Kadara's taught me one thing, it's that there's no time for regrets. Live in the present or die thinking about the past.
Who runs the wind farm?
It's a communal effort. Everyone helps maintain the turbines. But me and the Solarian are the only trained technicians. So, naturally, that puts us in charge.
Does the Solarian have a name?
Yeah, and if he was ever nice, I'd use it. Until then, he's just the Solarian.
Stay safe.
Yeah, sure.
Come on, work.
Another attack? Seriously? What are we paying you for? Sure as hell ain't to stand there and look pretty.
You're running security here?
Trying. Krogan or not, I'm only one merc. This lot's crazy thinking they can run a wind farm in the Badlands.
Why do you think there have been so many attacks?
All these fancy gizmos out in the open, they're begging to be stolen. We'll say, though, it's damn suspicious those scavs keep hitting the place while I'm off shift. Like someone's telling them when to strike.
Any advice for staying alive in the Badlands?
Get out of the Badlands.
See you around.
Whatever.
She was telling scavengers when to attack in exchange for credits to buy Oblivion.
She is under the influence of Oblivion.
Hey, that Asari, Nyath, she's been selling your patrol schedules to the scavengers.
I knew it. Fucking junkie. Thanks for the heads up.
See you around.
Whatever.
I don't care. Get it done.
We don't have enough yet.
Then get more. Tell him to get his ass in here.
Well, well, you're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear, it's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the woman I need. When the exiles came to Gadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And you know this how?
I helped steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Gadara Port without Sloan taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
did you get in here?
I used my legs.
Well, use them to walk back out. I'm busy.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Fine, but be quick about it.
Does the wind farm power Kadara Port?
And everything else around here. Not that anyone sends their gratitude. They only contact us when something's broken.
Sloan doesn't give you a kickback?
Not enough. This is a dangerous job. I deserve hazard pay.
What do you do here?
I keep the turbine spinning. A small miracle considering all the scavengers trying to steal parts.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Let me get back to work.
If we could get some real security.
Do you really want Sloane's thugs here?
Yes, but it means I don't replace the yaw motor every other week. Avoid the boss today.
That's my motto every day.
Is it just me, or is the turbine spinning funny?
We have an outlaw camp ahead. Hostiles ahead!
There's an outlaw weapon cache here, Pathfinder. I recommend scanning.
Targets eliminated. Targets eliminated.
This weapon cache was headed for the same location as the first.
With more data, I can triangulate the source.
Target's down!
Pathfinder. Then Tarev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location. Pathfinder. This is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Found it.
That's a mess.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
See, we're halfway there already.
I enjoy your optimism.
If anyone finds them,
People die every day.
not in time.
Just shut up. You agreed to it like the rest of us.
Welcome to Charybdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
Take it you don't have any private rooms.
I could put up a sheet.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
How'd you end up on Gadara?
Followed Sloane from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
You obviously pulled through.
I didn't travel 600 years to starve to death. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Charybdis Point was born.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, Grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
I better get going.
See you around.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of Ziar. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
They wanted him to suffer.
This cannot go unpunished.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
The Angaran footprints lead this way.
See where they go.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
A home filled with strangers becomes a prison. Axel Smuets.
We do not know if the wielder was Angaran. An exile could have stolen the blade. could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's water toxicity problems.
The person running this place holds a grudge against the initiative. Doubt she'll let you settle here.
What about the charlatan? The collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Sloane may be our only option. Vidal could offer insight. Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Damn it!
Fresh batch of Kadara's infamous home brewed ale.
Pathfinder, Kesh's assistant asked you to secure some of that.
What'll it be?
Bottle of your hardest stuff.
This is for Superintendent Kesh.
Make it 6.